How you guys doing today? It's Christian here with Rival TCG, back at it with another video. I know Gen Con's coming up very soon, so I just want to give out some deck lists that I think that are going to be really strong contenders. You already, if you haven't seen already, I have a Gecko Moria deck list out there. I think that's going to be a really strong contender just because of how consistent you can get the Geckos out. I think Gecko's just an absurdly strong card right now, so I think you'll be pretty happy with that deck list. Today, I'm going to be focusing on Enel, or in this video, I should say, Enel. I think Enel, it honestly speaks for itself. Deck's probably the best, or if not the best, one of the top decks in the format. Probably the second best deck. It's just so consistent. The ability to literally just be an unlimited life leader, or let's just say after the 10 cards, a 40 life leader, potentially, it's just absurd. The leader is just broken. I used to play this leader all the time when it came out back in the day. But I kind of shifted towards it because of how broken the deck is. But you have to acknowledge it, and you have to acknowledge its strength. So I'm going to do a deck profile on this. In my opinion, what's the best list for it? It's pretty straightforward in my opinion, but very strong list. I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway for a Reiju deck. I'm going to be giving away a complete Reiju deck. Goal is to get to 1,000 subs. So once we get to 1,000 subs, we're going to actually just completely do a giveaway on that deck. All you have to do, comment down below, deck list. That's it. Real simple. Subscribe, comment, deck list, give it a like. Honestly, really the most important part is just really subscribing. So stay tuned for that. But I'm going to go out and start off with the deck list here. So, got obviously your leader. We're going to play 4 Charlotte Flambe. I think the card's just really good. It's a 2K counter, worst case scenario. But if your opponent decides to starve you, well, you got a card that you can just literally take your life and draw a card. You get 2 cards off. That's pretty broken. I think every Enel list out there is playing at least 4 of this copy. I don't think they're playing anything less than that. I think 4 is the best ratio for that card. Next, we're playing Onami. Not really much to say about this card. You get Banish on play, give it to your leader, swing at your opponent. They're going to pitch cards out of their hand more than likely. Worst case scenario, you hit it as a trigger and you kill a 5 cost. Card's broken, you play 4 of them. I don't think you have a choice. Next thing, obviously you're playing 4 Capone Beige. Card's just good. It literally wins you games. You can literally stop someone's leader or their character from attacking. Worst case scenario, it's a 2K counter. There's literally no downside to playing this card. You just play it because it's just broken. Okay. Next card you're going to play, of course, a little bit of a newer card, Frankie. You play 4 of them. Again, it's a 2K counter. On trigger, draw 1 card. Then if you have 1 or less life cards, play this card. So he literally, you get it off the trigger. You draw a card to replace the card that you're about to play right now. And the best part about it, you literally, it's just a free body. And it's a 2K. You can't not play the card. The card's just very good. You play 4, and you don't think about the rest. Next thing, of course, is 4 Gadatsu. Dude, Gadatsu is just strong. KO to one of your opponent's cost. Equal or less to than the life that your opponent has. So if they're at 5 life and you starve them there, or you're playing Law, and you keep them at 4, you play the Gadatsu and you literally pop a card. Just very strong. There's no reason not to play this. I think the card's extremely good. I don't see this card being replaced for a really long time. So definitely play it. 5/6 puts constant pressure on the board. Next, I like 3 Sirahoshi. You may see some deck lists not playing it. I think the card's just broken. You draw a card effectively. Draw 3, pitch 2. Graceful Charity, right? Pretty strong. Especially on trigger, when you hit this, it just feels really good. This card, you can also hard cast it if you're bricked up. You will probably more than likely get unbricked with that card. So, oh, sorry, I'm playing 4. 4 copies of it. Just too good. Next, we're playing, of course, 4 or 5 drop Luffy. Card's just too good again. You literally play it and you pop something and you draw. So you play this on the board, kill something on their field, and then you replace the card that you just played from your hand. Not worst case scenario, you hit a trigger, kills a 4 or less. Not really much to say about it. Card's just very good. I don't see, maybe you play 3. Doesn't really matter. It's a trigger. Really, really strong card. Okay. Next, we are playing 3 Enel. Honestly, against the Lucci matchup, you have to see this card. You're literally just rushing, swinging for 7. If they try to kill it, not even kill it. If they leave the field, that means if they try to bottom deck this card, if they try to trash it, if they try to KO it, if they try to attack into it and kill it, you literally just pitch the top card of your life, put it in the trash, and he gets to stay alive. If that's not good, I don't know what's good. Not to mention that if you have 1 life, you're still using Enel's ability to pitch a card out of your hand and get another life back. So arguably the card's indestructible, and it's rush on top of that. The only time that it's not rush is if there's a Luffy on their board. That's literally it. I mean, this Luffy doesn't stay on the board anyway, so you're going to kill it, draw a card, so you're not going to get the Luffy on your side. So the only time that this will not be effective is if they have a Luffy on the board, which is pretty rare. There's not very many Luffy cards out there being played, so really strong. Next, of course, you have probably the priciest card in this deck, 4 Katakuri. Katakuri, I mean, dude, you could literally play an Onami, give your leader banish, play the Katakuri, put that back into your life. It's just a good card. Worst case scenario, you can control one of their cards that have literally no counter, put it back in their life, and now you know that the last card in their life's a brick, so you can literally just swing for 5 if they have 1 card in hand and still kill them. Very, 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 very strong. Not really much to say about it. Next, you got 4 Yamato. Card's broken. If you're starving your opponent and they have 4 life and you have 3 life, whatever, however many life you have, you literally can just kill a 7. If you have 1 life left, you get a life back. I mean, really? The card's just really good. Possibly another trigger. Not really much to say about that card. Possibly one of the most broken cards in this deck is Ace. Just because of the fact that you literally can just add a life. Doesn't matter how many life cards you have. You could have 4. You could have 7 life. Still add a life. The only drawback is that he doesn't gain rush unless you have 2 or less life. There's no drawback. That's what I really meant to say. The card's just broken. Yeah, you play it. You can't do nothing else for your turn. But who cares? You gain a life and you have a body on the board that's a big-time threat. You can't complain about that card. That card's just absolutely broken. Next, I think 4 Kingdom Come is just absolutely necessary. You literally can kill any card on their field. You know, obviously you have to go down to 1 life, but still, the fact is that you can literally kill any card on their field and you're cruising. Not to mention the trigger effect is KO up to one of your opponent's cards with the cost equal or less than your opponent's life cards. So if you're starving them and they're attacking you, being very aggro, you literally Kingdom Come, like if you're playing against Law and you just kill a Bonclave or whatever you want to kill. The card's very, very strong. You definitely play 4 of this. Last card that I would say is You're the One Who Should Disappear. Card's just impeccably broken. There's combos out there where people play Hiyori in their list and then put this on the bottom. You could do that, you know. You definitely could. You could also play this at 4. And it's not unwarranted because you play so many bricks. So if you want, you can remove an Enel, play a 4th copy of this. Remove a Sirahoshi, play a 4th copy of this. Remove a Luffy, play a 4th copy of this. I just think that 3 is fine. But again, you know, there's a lot of different lists. I just think that this is a really, really strong list. The deck plays 27 triggers if I'm not miscounting. I mean, more than likely you have over a 50% chance, probably even higher, to get a trigger off life. That's absolutely insane. I think the deck's very, very, very strong. Um, and this is a very, very strong contender there for playing this in a Gen Com or any type of regionals. Very strong list. It's super consistent. I just don't see this really missing. It should be topping more events, but a lot of players play Gecko, or they play a lot of Rob Lucci and stuff like that. I think your biggest matchups that you could possibly lose to is really Nami. And ironically speaking, yes, Nami is pretty decent into this deck. Green could be, depending if you just don't see your big bodies. But really, Nami is probably that one deck that's like, oh, it could probably kill you because you're so slow and you thrive off people attacking into you, that Nami just doesn't do any of that, and you're not going to get any triggers against Nami. So Nami's just a really, really tough and boring match against you, but you got to respect it. But yeah, this is the deck list that I would play if I was to go to a really big tournament. Um, I'm also going to show some gameplay on this deck. I mean, the deck's just broken. I don't think it really needs an introduction in gameplay, but I'm going to show some gameplay off of it. So here it is now. All right, we're going to play against Green Yellow Yamato. Seems pretty solid. We don't play any blockers in this deck, so he's going to do some work here. I think I'm going to keep this hand now. It's pretty solid, in my opinion. We got Gadatsu. We're going second, even though we really want to go first, but it's fine. I think this is pretty solid. Alright, so he bricked. We like to see that. We really do like to see that. We don't got no play here, so, I mean, just pass the turn. We like going first because we can get Datsu pretty early, or as early as possible, I should say. But in this case here, we're just going to go on Nami. We're going to take this for sure, because you really got no choice. Honestly, though, if he's only swinging for that, I'm guarding that. I'm not going to take double attack if I don't have to. And then this one we'll take. I'm okay with taking one, but I'm not taking two if I don't have to. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to play on Nami. Select my leader as Banish. Put 2 Dawn, and then just swing for 7 for Banish. I mean, this is as strong as it gets. He's either going to give me 2 cards out of his hand, 4 cards out of his hand, which I highly doubt, or just take the life. He's going to give me 2 cards. I'll take the 2 cards. You know, I'll more than happily take those 2 cards. He's going to do the same thing. Okay. Well, that's pretty annoying, actually. I'm not going to lie. If I could guard this, I would. But I can't. Sadly. But that's fine. Let's see. So we're at 5. We were gonna do the same thing to him, except obviously only single strike. But I'm just gonna kill the Nami still, and then I'll swing. I'll just swing 6 into them. Our ability's still up, so it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I should have probably played that in the other order, but it's fine. I mean, I don't think it's going to stop us from winning this game, so. Yeah, theoretically, you want to attack with the leader first so that stuff doesn't happen. But, you know, I can't complain. We're both playing yellow, so. Every yellow deck plays 4 Onamis. The card's just too good. And then he can kill that if he really wants to. It's perfectly fine with me. He's taking life against us, so we're good. Sure. Take it. And then he's going to swing. Oh, he doesn't swing. Okay. That's smart on his part. Here, what would I want to do? I could swing at him for Banish. Or just go on now. That's probably the play, honestly. I'm going to swing 6 at life. He might give me a 2K, he may not. If we had the Onami up, though, we would have been chilling. And then I'll go on now, swing 7. We're just not scared of her because, like, we literally have unlimited life. So, next turn I could probably just Yamato him. Or I could even Ace. I mean, honestly. Ace is just as strong, too. I could have Raigo'd the Hody Jones, but it just doesn't seem like the optimal play. Because at this point, he's probably going to try to respond to the Enel. Okay, he's going to give himself 7. That's fine. We're gonna just like any other, you know, this yellow trigger's about to hit really hard right now, so it looks like he's going for Enel. Oh, he's going for life. Okay, yeah. I mean, we take it. No trigger ability. Select one card to trash. We're gonna just trash this and get another life. So we didn't hit a trigger there. 10. We're just gonna take it. I mean, why not? Use trigger ability, play the card, and then he's gonna swing out with the Sanji blocker, and we're gonna literally win. Nine. No blocker. We're gonna use this. It's 9. I mean, we got no choice really, right? 10. He should have just donned out. I don't know why he didn't dump all the Don. Unless he's gonna play like a blocker or something like that. Okay. Okay. I mean, we literally still won. This is what I'm saying. The deck's just absurdly strong. I misplayed. We still win the game. I mean, it's just insane. The deck's just so strong. You really don't have to do much. We're going to swing for 5. I mean, he might have a counter in his hand. He might not. But regardless, we have the ace. So we just, like, still win just because. Sure. Like I said, the deck's just absurdly strong. I misplayed. I'm not even a perfect pilot of this deck. And you just win games because the deck's just absurdly broken. So, there you go. There's a game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Deck's very strong, as you can see. It's super consistent. So if you haven't done already, subscribe. It's free to you. Easiest way to support me. And you could possibly win a free Raise Your deck. You know, just like I said, our goal is to get to 1,000 subs. So once we hit that 1,000 subs, I will be giving away that deck. You have to join the Discord so that I know exactly who you are. You could just put in there in the comment section or in the general tab in the Discord, deck list. You can also do it there. Put it on the you know, in the comment section below, deck list. I will be giving it away, and I'll do a live spin a wheel so you guys know exactly who's getting the deck. So yeah, like I said, if you enjoy the content, subscribe. You're gonna get daily One Piece content, whether if it's deck profiles, gameplay of whatever deck I feel like playing that day, or any news. Typically, I like to make the news in a short form just to kind of take less of your time. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.